All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here talking about real music. Yeah, or actually more like real drama, but it's music related and doing it in real time for real people just like you and just like me. So, one of the weirdest things I've seen in a long time, Tim McGraw, country legend Tim McGraw, melts down at a concert in Las Vegas. And he got heckled, he got made fun of. And so what did he do? He jumped off the stage and he actually got in the face of the heckler who was booing him. Here's the story, according to TMZ, your most reliable source, right? The singer was sat in the middle, right in the middle of his hit song, Just to See You Smile. All right. He was singing right in the middle of that song and he forgot some lyrics. 1997, good year for country music. The whole country boom of the 90s, though, was starting to wane a little bit. But for the most part, probably my favorite decade of country music by a lot, not even close to any other decade. I mean, you can go back in time. Some people who really are hardcore country say love the 1960s. And that was an interesting decade for country music as well. But I got to tell you, the 90s took it to a whole new level. And with grunge blooming, a lot of people were like, you know what? Let me give these cowboys a try and cowgirls, right? And I did it. And I, got the shirt, and one of my favorite groups, that would be Little Texas, who emerged as kind of an alternative to, say, the Eagles. And you had a lot of bands like that, a ton of them. Diamond Rio, another one of those great bands. And yes, I did listen to Tim McGraw. I cried a couple of times when I heard Don't Take the Girl. Just a crazy lyric in that song. Just nobody should be put through that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Nobody should listen to that if they don't have to, but it is a really good song, needless to say. So anyway, McGraw jumps down and starts getting in this guy's face. He actually jumps off the stage, and the fans didn't really like this. I watched the video of this. Somebody smartly took video, and a lot of people were like, just do the show, just do the show. What are you doing? Get back on the stage. His singing too, I thought, was not up to his usual, which, he's a guy who claims he's really old. I don't think he's all that old, is he? I mean, yeah, I guess they're all getting up there, but I mean, George Strait, if you listen to him, he, still sounds like George Strait from 1995. So I don't know, maybe everything is subjective. But Tim explained his situation. He says, I'm not going through a midlife crisis. I don't know how many of y'all know this, but we're shooting a film called 1883. And so I had to dye my beard for this film. Okay. The jeans might be a midlife crisis, but not the beard. But we've been shooting. So he's shooting this movie and he's claiming that he had to dye his beard, which again, maybe, it's not a bad idea in some situations. I don't know. I guess if you're trying to make your hair look like it did a long time ago, I heard Steve Perry, Journey's former lead vocalist, Steve Perry, let his hair go all gray. Somebody sent me pictures and I was like, wow, that's different. Probably better than putting the shoe polish in there, but it's different. And, as you age, things happen that you really can't control. So anyway, he claims he showed up for this show tonight because he really cares and he really loves you all, meaning the fans. With all this hard work shooting the film, he also said he's working with his wife. Isn't his wife Faith Hill? So he's working with Faith Hill, and apparently that's stressful. He says, so I forget the words. What you guys can do is sing along and help me out. So there you have it. The article basically portrays McGraw as like the victim. And I don't know if that's necessarily true here. You pay good money for a concert, you don't know the backstory. You don't know about, hey, wonder if Tim's going to get through this. I hear he's shooting a movie. He's working with his wife and he's prone to forget lyrics and sing off key. Should we even show up for the show? I mean, you don't know that in advance. You're thinking you're going to get a full-on great performance with Tim McGraw and his amazing band, right? You're going to hear all the hits and it's going to be the best night of your life. And you haven't been out of the house in so long because everybody's telling you to stay indoors, right? So you go out and the guy jumps off the stage and he's in someone's face who probably had a couple too many Budweiser long necks, I mean, that's probably what happened. Everyone becomes Superman, after 2 or 3 beers, like, yeah, I'm gonna, it's like, why? Maybe, I mean, if you paid money to see someone and you're heckling them, you have to look at it in 2 ways. Number one, it's kind of like people go over to Patreon and pay to insult someone, right? But they did pay the money, so you can at least respect that. But if they're paying money to insult you, you're thinking to yourself, well, why are you here? Or could you at least kind of conduct yourself in a more dignified manner? The other issue, and this is just me because of what I've been talking about lately, I wonder if Tim McGraw did the thing, because I've been hearing stories, and again, this is just anecdotal evidence and stories of people who've done this, and their personality isn't quite the same. I've heard of aggressive behavior, a lot of passive aggressive stuff going on, and just in general, I mean, a big change in who they are. So I don't know if any of that's true. My guess is it could be. That would be my guess. It could be true. But most likely, even though he said it wasn't a midlife crisis, sounds like it might be a midlife crisis for Tim McGraw. So in any event, interesting stuff. You can check out the story over on TMZ. They're all over stuff like this. They love it when drama happens, and we'll keep you posted. And we'll have to check out that new movie with Tim McGraw because it sounds like it's portrayed like in the Old West or something. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out. Thanks again for watching and for supporting the channel, and I will see you all soon.